So, yeah, hey, it's me, Gabriel. Um, Basically, I'm making this video because of the fact I am wanting to essentially come out about the things I've done and kind of also wanted to talk about the topic of mental health a bit. Because in my eyes, it is something that hasn't really been brought up a lot, and it is important that it should be properly mentioned. But the first immediate thing I'm getting out of the way now, I am a emotionally and not physically, but a emotional and mental manipulator. That is the plainest words I can put it into. During my time on the internet, I have been someone to always try and regularly be kind to people, and obviously these are my core values as a human being that I always try and stick by. But there have been multiple points in my life with either close friends or random strangers or even those who I would consider family, where I would manipulate for my own gain. There have been points where I have been willingly complacent with something that is advantageous in my favor. I'm not going to name any examples because I want to keep this only on me and not involve anyone else. But there have been times where I have been someone to go after others in pursuit of myself, basically, and only been willing to make things about me if they help me in some way. And I've also been one to purposefully lie to others in order to try and get something out in return, basically. If there were ways that I could have in the past been able to properly take advantage of someone in some kind of situation, I would be known to do that. This was very far in my past, and I have not done anything like this in the past 3 or 4 years, but this was definitely something I did a lot on my early stages of the internet, and honestly early stages in life in general, to be completely fair. And why people like my IRL friends Bell and Aces is critical to me, because even after I was willing to completely manipulate them and treat them like tools, they were completely fine still being my friends and were willing to help me with whatever I needed, and are the reason why this video is even here in the first place. The next bit I want to talk about is the fact that I've always been someone to deal with antipathy issues and being a very emotionally not present person, at least for the most part. And not only that, but also being someone to very much be an egomaniac. I make things about myself. I like it when the attention is on me, and I have always been one to want to be the focus of attention. And even though I have been an introvert for a lot of my life, as the past few years I haven't, and this has also been when I've noticed my egomania to get worse, because I've always been someone, even if I'm not willing to start a conversation, if it's people that I'm comfortable with, like friends or family, I've always been the person to enjoy being the topic of conversation, whether good or bad. It's been something that's been hardwired into my brain. I don't know why, and I don't like it, but it is something that I deal with because it is apparently a characteristic by God that was put into me. I don't know why I enjoy being the center of attention, but being able to be focused on and feel like I'm important, and being able to feel like I can sway other people to change their opinion on something or have some kind of impact in someone's life gives me serotonin, and I don't fully agree with it. However, I will say that I have definitely been better about this as of late. Within the past few years, it's been better on a general level, but I still have felt myself occasionally get impacted by it. And generally, I'm still a very wanting to steal the show kind of person. And typically, I always enjoy being the center of attention out of a small group of people or even a larger group. Typically don't like feeling left out, and enjoy whenever the spotlight is on me, typically. And that's happened a lot more as of late. And what I do want to say in proper is to everyone I have hurt in the past by my actions, whether it's been acquaintances that I have rarely ever talked to, good friends I've known for a few years, or even close friends who I would consider family, and even those IRL. I want to say this: I deeply apologize for any pain I've caused, and I have no excuse for it. There's nothing irredeemable about my there's nothing nothing redeemable about my actions that I have done, and they are all entirely irredeemable and deserve consequence for it that I both got in the past and deserve nowadays. I'm working on improving myself, but I'm still not fully the person that I want to be, and I want to formally apologize for that. I'm doing the best I can, and I will keep doing that, and it is your decision if you want to stay associated with me. The main second thing I've wanted to talk about is mental health, and why it's a very important thing just in general, even though I myself have not really been a good participant in it. Mental health is a very critical concept and has been very mixed, especially as of late, where it's not really a focus. Mental health is important for a human being's well function, just like physical health, because the health of the brain, the health of the heart, and the health of the body, all three need to be good in order for a human being to function properly, and I only have two of those things, potentially only one. It is very important to know that for most of my life, I have not had good mental health. Plain and simple. I did not get my first girlfriend until I was 16. I was a very socially reclusive person, and I was homeschooled from ages 13 to 14 when I was in middle school, and I was in an incredibly depressive rut then, so much to the point where I did in fact consider some not very good things. But I've definitely improved a lot now, and I mean this with all sincerity. I do see the value of living, and I actively participated in it every single day, even if recent actions have said otherwise. I do want to stay alive, even if sometimes I don't enjoy the act of living. But where I'm trying to say with this is that mental health is incredibly critical for all parties involved, and in order to maintain relationships, stay with the people that you care about, it's important to always be taking care of your mental health. Do what you can to enjoy time with people that you love and activities that you enjoy. make sure that whenever you are suffering a bad runt and you feel down on your luck and like nothing is going your way and everything in the world could be turned against you, fighting every single action you do, and you have nowhere left to go, focus on only yourself and keep anything positive around you. That includes any hobbies, any interests you may have, and most importantly, true family and friends who genuinely care about your well-being, because they will do everything that they can to support you and make sure that you are being the best that you can possibly be while doing their best to cheer you up. Don't rely on making yourself sadder in order to get rid of the depressive wave. It never works out well, and you can always vent to friends who truly do care, because they will be willing to listen to you and what you have to say. It's an active effort to care about the people that you love and how they feel and think. And it is up to you alone. Well, not alone. That is the point. It is up to you and how you decide to go along those actions and go along your mindset to choose what you want to do. Don't rely on destructive means of coping with a depressive wave, because when it comes to mental health and negativity, there are two types of emotional negativity and one type of emotional positivity. Happiness is that one positivity, and there are two types of negative emotional activity, being destructive, anger, hatred, and sadness being general depression and loneliness. Do the best that you can to stay out of either, because neither are good for your health, if it wasn't already clear. Find a good way to vent aggression out on something inanimate, something that won't react, something that won't give you any other kind of emotional stimuli besides physical. Because when it comes to anger, physical rage, hatred, vitriol, anything that can be expressed through something physical, it is best to have something physical that will not react aggressively. Punching bags, pillows, boxes, anything that is very disposable or very durable and won't react a lot and can be used and abused aggressively is a good means of dealing with emotional anger. And emotional sadness, on the other hand, can be acts such as SH and drinking and substance use. All of these you want to stay away from. If you are in a depressive slump, it is best to, again, focus on hobbies that you enjoy. Anything that will make you happy, that you can willingly come to at any time as a means of lightening yourself up. Because those self-destructive habits can be detrimental and fatal in the end when you least expect it and when you least will be aware of it. It can cause you to make decisions that you may not want to make later on, and especially substance abuse can critically affect how you think, and it can destroy yourself if you're not careful. So that is the two main aspects of emotional negativity. And I want to wrap this video up by saying that I have suffered from both angry outbursts and bits of egomania that have caused me to lose friends and lose opportunities. And I've also dealt with incredible amounts of sadness and depression so much to the point where I have considered those not good things in the past and leaving the internet entirely before, because of how reactive my mental state was. I am working on becoming a better person, and I'm doing everything that I can to not be a person with a good heart but not okay intentions. I'm doing everything that I can to fully be true to myself and to help my friends, not for the sake of getting something out of return, but for the sake of genuinely being a good person and helping others and wanting to make a good impact on their lives because of it. This has been Gabriel, and I'm signing out for now.